Alright guys, since I don't have a lot of time today, I'm gonna do the trade recap and weekly outlook together. So, briefly gonna go over the trade that we had last week that I took on NQ and why did I take it. The reasoning was simple, as I said at the beginning of July, that we should focus on June as the candle one. And this is exactly what played out here on the monthly. Um, Here we'll go on the weekly. This low right here of June got hit on Friday, as expected, after NFP. I'll turn on the lipstick here so you can see what levels I was looking at. So June CRT low, there was an eye on that. That was the same with the weekly analysis. Let me see where it was. Was it this? Yeah, right here. So weekly analysis posted right before the week started, July 28th. July 28th was Sunday, as I always post my weekly analysis on Sunday. So my thought process was we do a Tuesday high into going into the CRT low. We didn't get that. I should have anticipated that we could have gotten it on Thursday because it's right after the non-farm employment change. As we saw, we had that huge candle on Wednesday, and that was also one of the reasons why I liked this short. We'll go on the lower time frame here. So this 50% level right here, that is from the monthly candles. So what we basically did is we created a Monday range, we swept the low. This was a short-term long here on Wednesday. As we see, we'll compare it to ES. ES didn't take this low out, which is an SMT going higher. When we can trust equal lows to hold is when an SMT forms. And the same thing happened here. We retraced into this fair value gap on the 4-hour, but that was not the reason why I like this short right here. The reason why I like this short right here was if we turn on the NWOGs, maybe a bit too much. Let me reduce this down to 5. We don't need that many. We hit the NWOG of the 21st of July week up here. We basically hit the opening price on NQ, which is a key level. And what led me to take this short right here, I could have taken it up here, but I wasn't on the charts. I was a bit late to the session. I took a lower time frame entry here, but I could have taken it up here. Why? As you all know, SMT right here. Pretty good SMT right here. And at this point, it didn't matter which one you take because 8 a.m. candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, you expect immediate expansion, and that's what we got here. So on NQ, we'll go on the lower time frame, turn off the NWOG indicator. And here I had an entry on the 1 minute. Right here is when I was coming up to the charts and I was expecting some kind of manipulation above a high, which we got right here. And align with time as well, as this would be the manipulation high. So any retracement up higher would negate my idea. As we see, I enter somewhere around here. My entry was at 1718, so around this level right here, 17-18 minute. And as soon as we broke below this low, boom, breaker respected, and we just dump throughout the whole day. Targeting, of course, the daily CRT low, which is the Wednesday's low right here, tapped on the same day. And the extended targets were the June CRT low, which I was calling for at the beginning of July already, and this low right here, which is right underneath it. And like even this low, we could have said that these lows were equal, so targeting those equal lows. And I believe this is not the end. We have closed below this low right here. Um, if this is gonna hold, I'm not sure. We have hit a monthly target, so I do expect some kind of a retracement on the weekly and on the monthly. As we know, uh, week, I mean, this wasn't really a week one. Week one's about to be next week. So if we're looking at this week, would be consolidation, expansion higher, and then reversal on week three, something like that. Week two, week three reversal. All right, so now that was the trade on Thursday. Now we're gonna go over uh, this upcoming week, what I expect. So on Monday might be some kind of a run to put in a temporary low to get a retracement higher, and Thursday would be a good opportunity to have some kind of a Monday range play. So if we consolidate for the rest of the week inside of Monday's range, I would be looking for the classic Monday low to Monday high play with an SMT on the 1 hour, of course. Um, let's go start from DXY here. DXY right now, we have hit a monthly order block right here. This is a monthly order block right here. Um, is it gonna come for the yearly lows? Um, right now, I have no idea, to be honest with you. I like the fact that we have manipulated below the last month. All right. Ideally, I would like to see some kind of a bottom formation down here in the next 2 to 3 weeks to start aggressively running higher. As we can see, last year we had a similar thing happen. We manipulate underneath the lows and then we continue higher, right? This was also around the same time, right? July. So as we got this, July manipulating, August distributing higher and distributing into elections. We're going to see what role that plays this year. I do expect the dollar index to go a lot higher, not just these highs. I'm expecting this high as well. All right, maybe even higher, maybe even like this is 2002 highs. That would mean a major correction for the markets. As we already see, it has started to happen on NQ. We see this huge move right here from the high, right? We see this huge move. It's 10 point, we'll measure from the high, let's see, 12, almost 12%, all right? This is a pretty big correction on NQ. And if we look at the continuous contract, right, how far NQ could be falling, I'd say even this, right, or even lower COVID lows. COVID lows is what I would expect to be hit. Now, I haven't started looking much above monthly. We could take a peek here now on the 3 month chart. 3 month chart looks like it's gonna dump as well lower. It looks like a huge correction for the markets is coming, which I have been calling for quite some time. Um, update on the GJ trade. GJ is also pretty good. We almost caught the high here, almost, well, pretty much the high. So as you know, I said GJ shorts were good here in long-term investments. That was like right before it happened. The 12th of July, I called it out. Next week, we shorting this, and I entered here on my personal account and still holding this. Pretty big trade. Looking at a 25R to the 155s. We're running 8.7R right now. So, yep, that's pretty good. Conversely, EU. EU definitely the next target is this high. I want to see an SMT form with this high. We can see that GU, the same move right here, GU doesn't want to go up there. I'd expect GU to use last week's CRT 50% to form some kind of a range and then an SMT and then continue lower. This liquidity right here, would be taken out, forming some kind of a range. CRT on the lower time frame, SMT continue lower and dump into these equal lows. Like these equal lows are pretty obvious right here. So yeah, EU former S&P high. Gold, same thing. Gold, this move on Friday was a bit exaggerated. I expect gold to take out the all-time high one more time. If we look at gold on the daily, that would be like a three drives. So one, two, three, dump, right? Something like that. Looking at gold. Um, this is a trade idea that I was formulating. We'll see if it comes to fruition. Um, we'll see if I enter this because this is Friday 11. Yeah, so this could be a potential idea for the start of the week if we get a some kind of a Tuesday high scenario. Silver, I don't expect the high all-time high to go because gold took it here, formed an SMT. That was the reason why I was targeting these lows right here because if we look at the weekly we had the CRT right here, boom, hit this. That's why we target 50%. We always take partials at 50%, right? And look even where the candle closed. Perfect. So target right now for gold, all-time high. After that, we'll see what happens. Looking like this is going to be candle 1. So July, gold, candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, retracement September. Going for this low would make sense. That would be the idea. NQ we closed. We haven't closed. This is the monthly. NQ closed on a weekly below this low, but I do expect some kind of a retracement, as I already said. We're just gonna have to look through intraday on what's happening. Is this gonna hold? This daily CRT is gonna hold and like continue lower? Um, we'll have to see. The 1 hour SMTs are gonna tell the story. So if we get a 1 hour SMT around the low or 50% of this daily CRT, then we could be looking for a continuation lower to these lows. ES still hasn't hit its monthly target, but it's on its way right there. So a retracement into 50% of this is looks really good because we had Wednesday right here pretty much going from 50% up to the high of the previous CRT and then smashing back through it, right? So if there is a range, there is a range around here on the 1 hour. So this range could be swept right here, continuing lower, pair it with weak opening gap, perfect, and then a gap higher, yeah. So this gap right here could be potential reversal point right here. Let's look at the 4 hour daily. Daily it doesn't show, but that gap right there could be a potential reversal point right there. That's gonna be the lookout for the week. Um, I'm gonna post a bunch of charts as well after this. Uh, and yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys want to see my thoughts on something else. Oh, a quick run through Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we're having a bigger retracement now on the daily. Uh, ba, 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 ba. Yeah, we'll see how this weekly holds here. Um, looks like an SMT with these lows is due. So this weekly 50%. So we're pretty close to it. Should hold if we continue higher. That is for Bitcoin. Yeah, as we see the candle that we close pretty bullish. 50% of this wick. Let's see. Is that the Yeah, so that is right at the opening price. So yeah, so 50%, so 58,140 is where a reversal should happen to head towards all-time highs and even higher. As you know, I'm bullish on crypto. Um, I think that crypto is gonna depeg from the usual stock market cycles, where stock market dumps, Bitcoin dumps. I think it's gonna depeg and go its own way pretty soon. That is my thought process on this. So I'm not really looking at the stock market to correlate with crypto uh, to go higher from now. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll make sure to answer them in the soup chat.